What's up, YouTube? I'm here for a little check-in before the new moon. I'm wanting to check in with the eclipse energies for any divine feminines watching. Collective general reading that won't resonate with everyone. And we're going to use the Rider-Waite deck. They're all upright. Archangel Michael, Saint and Angel, Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, Ascended Master cards by Doreen Virtue. By Stephen D. Farmer, Earth Magic cards, Oracle cards. Oracle of the Mermaids. Gosh, I don't remember who the author is. I'll put it down below. Some Buddhist scripture. Just want to see what comes through. Call in all the directions. Guides and the Seven Masters. 5D held up. Divine light, please protect this reading with your divine white light, golden light. Give us any messages about anything we need to be aware of. What energy will be in during the July 2nd eclipse. For anyone watching this general reading. I've been spending a lot of time practicing listening skills more than usual and learning a lot that way. I don't know about any of you guys too, but I feel like I've been flexing a little bit more. If that makes sense. I wonder if anyone else can relate with that. Maybe that has something to do with summer. Okay, July 2nd eclipse in Cancer. July 2nd eclipse in Cancer. I'm going to link an astrology video by Pam Gregory. Pam Gregory. Astrology. Okay. Page of Wands. Playful, childlike is how I'm feeling. Yeah. Feather in your hat. Sunshine. Feeling fancy, but also childlike and playful. I see like hills to climb in the distance. 3, so maybe 3. Here, I'll show you. See these 3 here? So maybe there's 3 projects or 3 places or events that you're looking forward to in the future. When I first looked at it, it looked like these had little bells on them. So kind of fun. I'm liking that. Ah, what's this one? Queen of Swords. That's interesting. There's a lot of clouds in the background. Maybe there's going to be some things up in the air that are transforming. No, clouds or water molecules and wind always shifting shape. I have a cloud card in my earth element deck that talks about that. But I also see this little, almost looks like a cherub down here, and then butterflies down here that are sticking out in this reading, which tells me it's almost like, and then she's got butterflies on her crown. It's almost like very protective of her own metamorphosis. Does that make sense? Protective of that childlike quality. Like, you might be childlike, but this is, you know, you still have this going for you mentally. So your actions might be really playful, but mentally you're still on point. And a lot of times readers like to point out how her hand is almost like summoning someone to the throne, or some people might even say saying, "I dare you." But yeah, so it's either that she says, you know, approach with caution, but it's interesting because they're both, see how they're both sort of have the raised single wand and single sword. You also could be hanging out with, you know, a child. Yeah, those trees look a little windy, so there might be some change and you're making some decisions. Maybe protecting a child, inner child or outer child. Okay. King of Wands. Got the Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, King of Wands. So the child version of the king. So maybe she's protecting how is this? I'm like, what am I seeing here? I feel like, you know, the king and like it's almost like it's the same same dude, but he's evolved into the King of Wands. Yes. But in this reading, it's like okay, so this looks like the desert over here, and in this one you can see this lizard. It's almost like he's gained like he, okay, so this Page of Wands has traversed, you know, these mountains leading up to becoming the King of Wands, and along the way has gained these companions. Here we go. Trusty little companion, a throne, you know, this design on his little childlike outfit has transformed into the cloak on his throne. So I'm feeling almost like when you look at it this way, it's like she's beckoning him to come forward, and she's protective of the page. I don't know if that resonates for anybody. A lot of power going on. Okay, let's clarify this. Queen of Swords. The Sun card and the Four of Pentacles. The Sun card and the Four of Pentacles. So the Sun card with this, I see the little cherub here, just like I saw it on her throne. So this has to do with motherhood. It is a eclipse in Cancer. So this has to do somehow with protective motherhood, okay? But the King of Wands here, I don't know, I feel like is protective too. The reason I'm getting the vibe that this is the King of Wands energy somehow is that, okay, so he's like clinging to his money. See, he's got his feet planted on there and all that. Almost like, I don't have the definitions with me right now exactly, but yes, okay. The patriarchy vibes going on. Almost like the patriarchy vibes challenging the, yeah, the patriarchy vibes challenging the matriarchy vibes, but the goal, of course, is for it to come into balance. So, yeah, control vibes. Okay, let's get more about the matriarchy energy that we're shifting into with this. Whoa! Oh, that's too many and they all fall on the floor. Okay. And it has to do with protecting the youth, though, on a large scale. Whether it's like inner or outer children, okay? But that playfulness is what we want to be in. But we're just getting a little complications before that balancing out. And, okay. Sorry, I'm not going to take any that fall on the floor tonight. Death. Alright, death. Death of something old, okay? I almost felt like, since we were talking about the matriarchy and patriarchy, here we have the mother and child. And then a man here that they're mourning. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is getting gnarly. I didn't expect this to start happening. Yes. Spilt blood. Have you guys heard about those kids in cages? This has got to end. Okay, so this is good news, I'm feeling. This is going to be hopefully coming to an end, you guys. No more of this. Look at, he's just like really stubborn and all that. Okay. Okay, let's hear more about, yeah, so that's kind of the energy with this eclipse. As you guys know, eclipse I'm sure people who probably are watching know even more than I do about eclipses, and I will post a link, but typically it kind of symbolizes like a death and a rebirth, but also, you know, like closing out of a cycle. Yep. We got the sun card too. Oh. Woo, my toes just barely caught that. Wow. So some shadow work probably for each of us individually, facing our shadow. This came up to the Four of Cups, which in this reading I'm seeing as during this eclipse, maybe not always wanting to see, hold on, these came out together, not wanting to see our shadow, even if it's right in front of our face, for us to confront. So some advice cards on facing our shadow. This eclipse, our own contribution to this unholy patriarchy type of vibe. I'm not gonna lie. We need to come back into balance as a collective human race. The Lovers. And Six of Pentacles. Okay, so some advice cards is gotta love one another right now. Can't sing. Come on, people now. I was in the city yesterday, and I saw all these people on the side of the road, you know, as it is in many places, but where I live, we don't like, on a daily basis, I don't see people on the side of the road since I left the city, but it was kind of a rude awakening to see how many people don't help, and, you know, or can't, or just in general how these people are out there begging for money. But okay, so sharing more. All right, charity. And yeah, with the Lovers too, with this eclipse. Take it how it resonates for you. This also could be, on a whole nother note, this combination could be breadcrumbs or something, like receiving breadcrumbs from a lover. I don't know if that's gonna resonate for anybody. I want to get some clarification, please, on the Six of Pentacles having to do with this shadow work in connection to the Lovers. The Chariot. You could possibly be moving towards a partnership with someone, and I say that because of these here, the yin and the yang pulling the Chariot. And yes, I asked about it in relation to the Lovers card. Things coming into balance. You being able to give more after this eclipse, or wanting to give more. Oh, we got the Tower card too, though. Okay. Tower card. Holy cow, there could be a purge coming up this eclipse. Somehow connected with this Lover card, you might, some people might need to leave ship or leave the tower. Unexpected change might happen during this eclipse for many of us, and I have heard, that that's pretty common with eclipse energy, since it is the closing out of the cycle. Wow, give me some on this Tower card, please, Spirit. Give us some clarity about this. The Hierophant, which typically, when it comes out in relation to like lovers, lover energy. Gosh, what does that have to do with the Patriarch and the Matriarch, though? So you need both in order to have a balanced universe, right? Both energies balanced in the leadership realm. So if we're talking about political stuff, this isn't that surprising. So moving away from that devil blood-spilt energy into more loving, charitable energy as a collective at a pretty quick rate, balancing the yin and the yang. The yin and the yang pulling some tower moments being involved this eclipse, and it's of the highest order. It's divinely guided. Obviously the eclipse is out of any of our control, and the energy is larger than us, and that's why we kind of try to be at least mentally prepared a little bit for what might come. And the astrology videos help in that regard. But every time we're struggling with something that comes up, we always want to go back to meditation and following our own inner guidance. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty interesting with the Tower and the Hierophant. Okay. I think it's good news, though. I'm feeling happy about that news, actually. What else do we want to know from the tarot? Okay. Yeah. Masculine and feminine coming more into balance. But there might be a lot of shadow work being purged, shadow stuff coming up. Okay. I want to get one on. Whoa, it just came out, the star. So yeah, it's going to be healing. It's all for healing. I feel like July 2nd too, we're going to be feeling comfortable in our own skin. Nice. She's looking like she's feeling free and giving, and a beacon of hope. Healing. Okay, so that's some good energy. I know that it's in Cancer, and Cancer's a water sign. And Cancers that I know have a very healing energy. Well, Ace of Cups. Okay. So with this new balance, excuse me, with this eclipse and this new kind of shift into that energy on a larger scale, we are going to be going through a period of healing, possibly shortly afterwards with that new moon. But this Ace of Cups is a really good kind of outcome card for this eclipse. And that watery energy of Cancer is just boundless for sure. All these lily pads down here. Oh, that's really exciting, you guys. Let's get an Earth Element card. What do you think? Hopefully this isn't sliding. I've tried to go to the hot springs twice already this summer, and each time I drove all the way up there, so silly me, and each time it was all taped off. Couldn't even hike in. Okay, so with this eclipse, we got Rebirth. That's one of the cards. Rebirth. Confirmation on that. Death, and because we did get the Death card and the Star card afterwards. Purification. Spiritual forecast calls for rain on the eclipse. Oh, and release. Release. Wow, those are good. Rebirth, purification, and release. And the purification card goes right in line with these two water cards to sum it up. So even if you're having tower moments, realizing it's for the highest good and it's divinely guided. The Hierophant also can represent marriage too, for some of you. Okay, we got listen, Manchushri. So this eclipse is going to be really important to listen to your own guides through all this change within your own microcosm and the macrocosm, to retreat and to find a place to listen. You can see all these little tendrils from the web that connects everything coming down into this ascended master. I pulled this before, but let's read it again. I'm going to read a few nuggets out of this one. Eclipse vibes, y'all. Quieting yourself and listening. Okay, so shutting off. So during the eclipse, as much as you can on that day, the cards are saying it's wise if you can turn off your electronics. Okay? And don't make anything happen. Just listen to your own thoughts, breath, and the rhythm of your heart. Then mentally ask questions of your guides and angels. Listen to the loving truth that they speak in your heart, body, and mind. Listen to your own inner truths. Trust your intuition and take action accordingly. Okay. Let's see if any other Ascended Masters want to join the Divine Feminines. Or just anybody curious about the energy of this eclipse. So as we're doing our own release and purifications, we want to stay away from like overdoing it. I'm feeling like with drinking and stuff like that. Priorities, yeah, so focusing on priorities. There was kind of a theme of children in this reading, which definitely should be our priority as adults. It's our job to take care of the children. So that's in this reading, but whatever your priorities are, they're going to be really coming to light this eclipse. And you might be purging anything that's not in alignment with those. So part of the listening could be what messages you receive through listening. Could be what your true priorities are or have been and what they should be following this rebirth. You know, like a recalibration of what your priorities are. Does that make sense? And then on the bottom of the deck we got Nurture Yourself, Mother Mary. Yeah. We're moving into nurturing Cancer vibes on a big scale, large scale. We're moving into more matriarchal vibes. That's amazing, you guys. So let's see if the mermaids have a good card for this eclipse. I think I am going to be coastal, so that'll be interesting. I'll be by the ocean, in solitude probably. I might even do a reading on the day of, just for shins and giggles. Endurance, keep going. Yes, we got the Chariot card too, so that's in alignment with the Chariot card. Just keep pushing through. Yes. Because there's going to be some tower moments, if that makes sense. Like shocking change, or on this eclipse during the rebirth and purification release moments on and around this eclipse. Reprioritizing, reconnecting with our own guides and angels. Whoa. Homeland, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled, and arrival. Arrival. Homeland. So yeah, you may feel like you finally have arrived after a long journey somewhere, like you can finally relax, or this is what pushing through all those challenges is leading to. Because this reading did have some challenging energy for sure. It had the death and the devil and the tower. But what overlaid that was the Hierophant, which shows that the divine is guiding it, which basically means you can just surrender to it, basically, and just let the purge happen, you know? Because it's leading up to the Star, which is the healing card, and then Ace of Cups, which is also a major healing card, but also just overflowing emotions. Possibly you might have a big emotional healing release. Once you reach that feeling of settlement and establishment and building, almost like you have reached the end of a long journey. So some of you might be feeling that way, like you've reached the end of some kind of a journey. July 2nd. Yeah, and if we can, like, if that is what's happening with the matriarchy, patriarchy, that has been a long ass journey. Like, if this eclipse truly is that powerful to help bring all that into balance, yeah, this is the surrender mermaid card. So this is where she just surrenders to the current. Woo! Letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. Yeah, so this eclipse, if there's a place you can go to just completely relax and let go, of course after pushing through this challenge energy, then do it. Then do it. And yeah, we did get this card coming out. It tried to pop out. Too much is hidden from you. The unseen. So here we go with the eclipse. This is kind of what I'm talking about. With the shadow work that might be coming up. It's kind of a creepy mermaid. She's like crawling out from a cave. And then there's the death. Some symbolisms of death here. Or secrets. So maybe some secrets from within the patriarchy are coming out, or, you know, because we did get the devil, the death card, and this one. So something to be aware of with this eclipse. Some doity little secrets coming out. Ooh, sounds juicy. Just keep raising it up. Keep raising that vibe up. What happens in the dark comes to light. It does. And in the eclipse, it's like that. it's like the light and dark come together to make balance, which is kind of what I mean when I say matriarchy, patriarchy too. Like I'm trying to pull that into my reality. Grandmother Ocean and Yearning. Ooh. I'm pulling a lot of mermaid cards, starting to get a little bit confusing. Longing for someone, undesired separation or pining. And then we got Grandmother Ocean. Basically like the source of all life card. And we got the Rebirth card too. And then the Yearning. And to me it looks like she's yearning after him. So maybe you're in that vibe this eclipse. I want to get a little clarification on this Yearning card. Yeah. Or maybe someone's yearning for you. But that's not... Could be yearning for something. The past might come up in love relationships. That could be part of the shadow work that's being done. You know what I mean? Six of Pentacles reversed, overspending. Okay, so maybe some of the shadow work has to do with your money not being spent in the right places, with the prioritize card coming up. We got King of Cups in connection with the Yearning card. Could be a water sign, could be yearning for that, oh my gosh, yeah, could be helping you learn how to let go, you know, of an attachment. There's a Tower moment, so, Okay, one on this King of Cups. What's the energy of this King of Cups? The Moon reversed and Strength reversed. So I feel like someone might be confessing what I'm getting for some reason. It's hard to say exactly, but I feel like a secret's going to come to light, and there's going to be a moment of weakness during this eclipse, either of your own or of the masculine. Patriarchy, they're going to reveal weakness. It's going to show. It's going to show just how weak they are, if that makes sense. Like emotionally weak. Like maybe seeming to have been strong up until this eclipse. I hope that makes sense. I'm like... Chariot again. Moving forward. Okay. Three of Pentacles. I feel like that has to do with the priorities card. And then, so Three of Pentacles being like not being idle, being very busy, chipping away. Getting the wheels turning again in the Pentacles department. Ace of Swords being clarity. So there's going to be some kind of clarity around a King of Cups. A secret coming out. Weakness being revealed. Something being unblocked. Like they take a tool and they unblock something that has been blocking the gears. Does that make sense? And then this Hermit reverse to me. Hermit reverse usually to me is like coming out of hermitude. But in this deck, this Hermit has like turned away from the world and he's like in hermitude in a not so healthy way. And so what that could be is that's what's kind of coming to light, is that the lack of wisdom and maybe even shame of patriarch type of values being on a larger scale, having been so dominant for so long, being really clarified and cut out. This eclipse, the weakness of it being revealed. And some cats coming out of the bag. And it's going to cause the ocean's really stormy there. Okay, so with that eclipse vibe, let's see. The Hanged Man. Okay, so there's going to be some suspenseful vibes going on after all this is revealed, okay? Oh, all this is just flying out. So, yeah, so the Hanged Man is in a state of stasis and it's like sort of in an in-between place. So after that Tower moment, there's going to be some moments of suspense during the recreation of the new paradigm. And here we got the Magician. And the reason that I'm feeling that, so we got this Yearning or whatever, and then the King of Cups. So the feminine almost like yearning for that balance. Everybody yearning for that balance. Like it's almost like the masculine is denying the yearning for the feminine balance though, on a grand scale. Like yes, on a microcosm, but also on a grand scale. Almost like not wanting that union. Does that make sense? And not almost like denying the power. Denying the power of the feminine. Even though it's like blowing his shirt off. And then in that suspenseful moment here, see, it's almost like she's cradling, it could even be a baby boy, you know. It's like she's comforting him in his shame. She's comforting the baby boy in his shame. Okay, so, and of course, even big boys need snuggles, especially big naughty boys. I'm just kidding. Who've been called out. Hierophant again, which tells me it's all divinely like to surrender and that it's God's will. So surrendering to God's will, that's divine order stepping in, divine intervention. 10 of Swords, it's freaking done. You know, that freaking, sorry, but that toxic patriarchy, I don't know, I keep thinking of the kids in the cages and stuff. Is gonna be dead. It's gonna like, oh my gosh, you guys, this eclipse is gonna hopefully politically be really awesome. But also like within relationships, hopefully it's gonna help bring that energy back into balance. Page of Pentacles, kind of taking off the mask there. Okay. Another childlike. Okay. Maybe women feeling more safe to take off their mask. We got the Death card again. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Wow, guys. This reading is intense. I did not even expect it to be so intense. Some conflict. 5 of Swords reversed. Yeah. Okay, and then underneath that is the Wheel of Fortune. So, and it's upright. As you can see, he's got the Ankh in his hand, and the wheel turns and turns and turns. And it's got, I believe, is it all the different zodiac signs? No. Oh, sorry, but it's got all the, I wish you could see the card even better than this. But universal balance is kind of what I get, and then good fortune. Higher vibrations coming in. Yay. Let's get one on the 5 of Wands. Was that the 5 of Wands? Yes, 5 of Wands reversed. Woo! 5 of Swords. Yeah, so those who are being taken down, basically. Okay. Have this. They're going to be going through the mourning of the death, you know? Mourning of the death of the Emperor. Like there could be some dark emperor vibes going on, but because it's all divinely guided. Let's see. Let's give me more on this. Energy of the Emperor's reaction. Being taken down. Sorry, I'm like, hold. But it's funny to me because it's like so out of their control. Like it's because we're all energy and it's all this evolutionary process that we're just kind of along. You might as well just surrender, you know what I mean? Page of Swords reversed, so maybe some surveillance going on. Ooh! God's plan. Okay, 2 of Cups. Surveillance of partnerships. Or just being overly defensive in partnerships, maybe. And people watching a new partnership. There could be the ones who were taken down are going to be surveilling the new paradigm, you know what I mean? Keeping tabs on, you know, keeping tabs on it. Hopefully not with revengeful vibes. Because, yeah, we got the Devil out again. I just want the devil to hate me, oh I. Do any of you guys want the devil to hate you? I try to fly under the radar, but it's getting to that point where he's asking for a fight, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I feel like whatever's hasn't been working in regards to the patriarchy, you know, it's out of balance, you know, so with the 2 of Swords, it's supposed to be balancing the internal and external forces, masculine and feminine, so But here again, we got the Chariot again. Okay, and we got 3 of Wands, which is good teamwork. Yes. Yes. And with 3, you got masculine, feminine, and spirit as well. And then 7 of Pentacles. So patience. Okay, final card on this eclipse energy from the tarot. Just, yeah. I feel like the higher is just leaning back and watching things that are already laid out, kind of thing. And that's how we should try to be too, when looking at all these tower moments and things coming up. Okay, so it's not giving me any more from there. Basically, this card is telling me to tell you guys that patience is important, and like basically leaning back, not stepping back from these situations, but more so leaning back. Because we got the Hierophant out here so much. Everything's in divine order, and it's all being divinely orchestrated, and we're just mere witnesses during this eclipse. There might be some big changes in politics, in our communities, because there needs to be, you know, a death of the old and the new coming in. I think we're coming around voting time of it, you know. I just got like a call about my voter registration. Anyway, okay, let's get some messages from Buddha, or just a message about this eclipse. What's the most helpful message for anyone watching in regards to this eclipse? Ambition and anger will disappear when you stop concerning yourself with the fruits of your actions. I'm going to pull one more. Who ranks as the highest? One who has no thought of good and bad. One who is free from suffering, desire, and impurity. Okay. So always focusing on the higher, okay? The high road. Don't concern yourself with the fruits of your actions. So don't be like a self-serving servant. We all know that. Okay, so in regards to this patriarchal fall. Whoa. Okay, the novice will only realize, so this isn't about the fruits of your actions, if you have any questions about that. The novice will only realize suffering when the fruits of his or her bad deed are born. Until then, everything will be sweet as honey. Even though they may fast assiduously, it means nothing if they don't understand truth. So in regards to the patriarchy falling is what I asked, and it said, the patriarchy doesn't realize just how unhealthy, or just what they've done, until the fruits of those bad deeds start to show up. Does that make sense? I know it can't be said better than this, so I'm going to read it again instead of trying to say it in my own words, which is silly in the first place. The novice will only realize suffering when the fruits of his or her bad deeds are born. Until then, everything will be sweet as honey. Even though they may fast assiduously, it means nothing if they don't understand truth. Then the final card is, would you rather have a trivial pleasure or the greatest happiness? Make sacrifices to attain the latter. Let's see if we can get Archangel Michael in here. It's super late. I've had a long day and I just had to do this reading. A favorable outcome, you guys. And look, there's balance. There's the balance. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're moving in the right direction. Keeping it moving. We're moving into balance of the matriarch and patriarch. As within, so without, y'all. Okay, so looking forward to the eclipse energy. I'm gonna do a reading on that day at some point. Okay. Peace.